fresh in a box.
Yes.
How did that all start?
It started off by me and my brother Rufaro believing that we could get into tomato farming and we'd get rich, and then realizing that tomatoes are perishables and they don't have time for you to find a market. They need to be sold now, and the pricing was going crazy. Supermarkets would treat you in a very weird way where they know that your perishable goods are about to deteriorate, right? And the pricing that they were giving you in RTGS, the value of the RTGS was going down. So we had no choice. We had to actually reach out to our friends and family on social media and say, guys, we have tomatoes. Would you like to take them off our hands? And in doing so, reached this latent energy of a lot of other farmers. Be it Percy, who was doing lettuce in Norton, Dennis, a guy who works at Tel One, who had baby marrows that had become courgettes. It's huge thing. And they're like, hey, dude, if you're going to sell your tomatoes, let me also bring you some lettuce. Let me also bring you this. So it was purely serendipitous sort of mistake that Fresh in a Box started, because we had farmed so many tomatoes and they were now prolifically every day harvesting.
So we are here now, the company is there. What does it look like? What is it taking for you to fund it, to get it to where it is right now?
Look, we have no funding. No one has given us anything up to this point. I mean, our model is very simple. We sell the day before to our customers and we deliver the next day. We have bootstrapped everything that we're doing right now to make sure we leverage the best techs, So, Zimbabwe is actually one of the best online countries in the world, considering our usage of WhatsApp, considering our usage of digital monies, right? So we can sell our products quickly online to our people, to our friends and our families and our customers, and then we can move that produce to them the next day. And using a socialism of delivery methods is basically saying, look, if you all pay the same amortized amount for delivery, if I have 20 people in Chizipiti, it costs me less. And if I have 100 people in Mbare, it's even cost me less. If I have 5 people in Kuadzana, they cost me a bit more, but the people in Mbare have subsidized those. So we're able to logistically get to more people with some great logistics partners of other young entrepreneurs who have now come and said, look, I have 2 vehicles, I have 2 tuk-tuks. We're able to move produce very, very quickly. So if you see our structures right now, we're still very lean. Our team is still very young. It's
what numbers are we talking about?
We're talking about 15 young people right now. We're working. I'm the oldest in the team. My wife is the managing director. Brenda Zwarai is the GM. We've got a bunch of great guys who are helping us with the tech, like Bakani, working on great websites and how do we make it easier, the shopping online. If someone doesn't want to use online, can they use WhatsApp? And how do we capture those orders, put them in an optimized routing system? And this is all just using stuff that's pretty much open source and available to anybody.
So technology has been very key to your success.
Oh, absolutely. It's 100% of our success. It's being able to register the 1,900 or so farmers who now supply our boxes.
How many farmers?
1,900 young farmers.
Wow.
All in around Harare, some in Bulawayo, some in the Midlands. And using tech, being able to plot them into growing schedules so that we know what our supply is, has now given us the ability to do greater things. We can now supply hotels and catering companies. We're now able to do businesses and supply supermarkets, which we're doing now. So the scale has been great because we can be the biggest horticultural farm and actually own a very small plot of land in Glen Forest, which is awesome. So by having everybody register on one place and sort of centrally organize each other, we're able to produce a lot individually, but together as a collective, we're producing a huge amount and we can sell that.
You've bought the farm in Glen Forest, have you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so clearly you're making good monies to be able to make this big investment, sir.
It is a combination of things, and I think we need to be very clear. It's a combination of having I guess a really good support structure as far as family is concerned. Is a combination of having great relationships that have made us able to get the plot of land in Glen Forest, and also people who believed in us enough to be able to see that an unproductive piece of land can become productive if we give it some energy. So you'll be shocked at how easy it is for a young person who really has the energy is to get a plot of land in Zimbabwe right now. You'll be shocked.
Talk to me about that.
You see, if you don't try, you just will never know. Zimbabwe has got some of the most dense per capita, most fertile lands, right? And after land reform, a lot of these lands went to death. Okay, the farm we took over used to generate over $300,000 US a month in selling roses and exporting green beans and all sorts of great stuff. And when these farms were taken over, it became a shell, nothing. Literally what you see right now is what was left 20 years ago, busted out greenhouses, old packing sheds. And I mean, you can probably see the seat that the guy left when he was kicked out type of thing. And I think the problem with that is that...
But you've got title to this land now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's the future for Fresh in a Box? I mean, what would you want it to look like in the next 5 years?
With the fresh farm that we now have, we want to grow a bunch of what's in our box by ourselves, just to supplement our supply chain. We also want to use it as a demo plot for the best practice, using the best tech, using biochemicals and biofertilizers, try and get a really great standard of crop. And as far as Fresh in a Box is concerned, I would like us to continue to not be a vegetable company or a shopping service. We want to be the best experience for customers anyone has ever seen.